Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. Let's finish this one before another 5 weeks have gone by, shall we? I missed the last couple of brawls, and one of them was actually a pretty good one, so I regret not making a video for it. But the one this week is actually pretty cool. If you haven't been back to Hearthstone in a while, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a kooky brawl where it's cooperative. You and another player fight together to defeat a boss, and I believe Blizzard said that you actually get a pack for participating whether you win or lose. So it's just a free pack. Granted, only a classic pack, but still. Kind of wish that the packs they gave out for the brawls and for the Watch a Friend quests were random packs. That would make them a little bit more appetizing to older players without really pissing newer players off that much, because if you're new, you know, cards are cards. Okay, we got Liquid Arson, the very intimidatingly named druid here. I think Skulker is a mistake to keep, and Shredder as well, even though it is a good 4-drop. I don't think it's worth missing a 3-drop to have a 4-drop to play. Okay, so we replaced the Shredder with a worse 4-drop, and we replaced the Skulker with an arguably worse 5-drop, although this can, of course, be better in some cases. Yeah, I'm not sure if the Kodo's worse than Skulker. That's tough to say. Alright, so here, I really do just need to dagger up and kill this. This was a really good play for the opponent. If he hadn't had it, I could have played this MVP cut person, possibly won the game, so he has no idea how good that gnome was. Playing the panda was just stupid because it dies to the gnome. I could have reasonably played the Tron, which would have caused him to have to shapeshift and not be able to play another creature, but I don't know. I stand by the play. So I could actually play this to trade with it, but I'm going to actually waste the SI agent. Because in context, a 3-3 is really good against a 2-3, so seems solid to me to do this. Put some pressure on him. And then now I kind of regret mulliganing away that Shredder, because that would have been much better than the Magi. So this is actually not bad for me, because while he does get to kill my creature, he has to spend a card to do it, the Claw, and he's basically taking his entire turn removing my 3-drop. So I put him basically in the exact same situation that he was in last turn by playing the Magi, which again threatened to kill his creature. Now, I could play a couple of 2-drops instead. Like I could play Panda Tron. Why would I do that? No, that makes no sense. So let's just play the Magi. And if he kills this with something, then I'll just Kodo this guy to death. So that would be best scenario of all. Okay, so the Shredder being pretty solid here. Wow, MVP backstab. All right, well, I think the way to do it is to play the Kodo first to make sure you kill this thing. And then backstab is awesome with the spell damage. Even without spell damage, I could have daggered this thing. And I luck out a little bit. He only gets a 1-power creature, which means that this takes less damage. All right, now we're in good shape. He has 7 cards to my 6, so he's actually not behind, even with all that. But I'm in pretty good shape here with his board lead. So he only really has the initiative to work with. Druid of the Claw would still be really good, unfortunately, because it has 6 health, so this plus a dagger wouldn't kill it. I'd have to throw both creatures at it. Luckily, he doesn't have that. He has a pretty good spare part, although it's not the end of the world. I mean, yeah, he gets to kill this, but he could have killed this with a shapeshift anyhow, and then I have this dagger left over, because rogues are freaking awesome, and I can kill this thing. Alright, so let's kill it. And I think now is the time for Cut Purse, yeah? So I think we go, what? Cut Purse, Tron, give Taunt to the Kodo. I think the Panda would have been a bit greedy putting the Kodo in my hand. I'd rather do that as a surprise than as a preemptive move. Interesting. All right, well, the problem here is coins aren't even that useful necessarily, but I think this is a good time to pop the Kodo and use my Panda. So let's see what he gets. He gets a 3-2, which is better than the thing he got last time. I think what I'm going to do is just keep it simple here. Wait, I can actually make a dagger. No, then I can't replay the Kodo. So yeah, I'm going to throw away my my 2-3 to kill that. Although it would have been tempting to throw the Cut Purse in it to keep the extra health from the creature. I feel like the coins are still more valuable than the extra health. So I can't use a coin this turn. But I do have some expensive cards in my deck, like Kraken and the Crusher. It's not inconceivable that I'd want to play like a pretty big turn at some point. This is a really good card. It's really just a 6/6 that also pops my shield off. I'm going to have to throw both of these creatures at it. This plus dagger doesn't quite kill it. Crusher, huh? So I could actually ignore this. Can I take him down to 15? What is this? 6 plus 3 is 9. Yeah, I think this is worth doing. It's risky because if he can eliminate my 9/9, then I'm going to be in trouble because this is going to go up to 8/8, and I will have missed my window of 2-for-1ing into it. But he hasn't had removal for my little stuff. I don't know if he's going to have removal for a 9/9. I think I might as well just go for the throat here, especially with the Tron standing in the way of this guy being useful. It was a risky play. You might say needlessly risky, but at the same time, I'm pretty much out of steam and he has a full hand. So I think it was worth it for me to try to go for the kill before I just ran out of steam. If I played fair and 2-for-1 into every big threat that he dropped, then there was no way that I was going to win this. Well, there was a way, but I think it was less likely than winning this way with a 9/9 threatening so much of his health. Okay, so swipe's not that big of a deal. He can really only just shapeshift away the Tron, and then this has to trade into my 9/9, leaving me with a whole bunch of power on the table. And that's exactly what he does. So this is a little scary because it all dies to swipe. Cult Master doesn't actually help me prevent that, because if he swipes the Master, then everything dies at the same time. Wait, do I have lethal? I do totally have lethal, don't I? So I never did end up needing the coins from the cut purse. Oh, I should have played the coins to, make progress on my quest. Oh, god darn it. Well, whatever. I'll get it eventually. Oh, I could have gotten it right there. Well, anyway, hopefully I'll be able to cast 2 spells before losing 2 games. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. I think I should be fine. So that was a pretty strong game. Cut Purse didn't really matter that time. It was just the timely backstab and Kodo being extremely good. The Dark Iron Skulker wouldn't have really done it there because of that 3 health minion. So yeah, I'm glad I mulliganed it away. Murillo 3112. I think you got to mulligan the Magi here for the same reason that you mulligan the Pilot Shredder in the last game. Just much better to get a 2-drop than to keep a 4-drop. Well, I replaced the Magi with a Dwarf. The Dwarf is worse because the Battle Cry is not likely to be relevant if I don't have anything to play. Okay, I can actually coin into a dagger here, and I am going to do that. There's a couple of reasons for this. One is if he recruits, I have the ready kill in hand, and it's good to keep a Paladin's board clean. Another reason, I mean, it's just a dagger. I'll use it at some point, and I did just top deck a 2-drop. So playing this and killing this creature right now to increase the odds of this surviving to be buffed by this seems like a pretty good move. Well, this is kind of unfortunate because now with this creature that I can't remove, there's a bunch of different ways that he could end up killing my protector. Really, any one of a million different ways of dealing 1 damage will do the job. Any muster for battle, Coghammer, really just billions and billions of things. Does he not have it? Oh man, that's lucky if he doesn't. Yeah, alright, lucked out a little bit there. So I got a couple different options. I can actually owl the spider. But I think I'm just going to do this. This is fine. I can't clear his board anyway. If you can't clear the board anyway, should I even bother? Yeah, I think I'm going to bother with this because this still leaves him with the same amount of total power, which is 1, but it takes care of the spiders a bit proactively. Now I can throw both of them at my 3/3 or just throw this at my 3/2 and leave this alone. And then maybe Hammer of Wrath or True Silver my 3/3. It's got the Hammer of Wrath, unfortunately, so it goes up a card here. This kind of sucks because he's got the spider hanging around and the play, and he got a card advantage. So I'm not super happy with how this went. Maybe I should have gone for the owl. Just play the dwarf here. Hope he doesn't have any True Silver champions or Seals of champions. The Skulker will be good for mopping up the spider later. Had I had this, I would have waited to pop the spiders later, because it's obviously good if you can pop the spiders, then play the Skulker to clean up the mess, but I didn't know I was going to draw it. Cult Master's not super great here. I'm just hoping the Dark Iron Dwarf lives. Because if he plays True Silver and kills this, the Skulker can kill off the 1/1, but then the True Silver kills off my 4/3. If he hammers to kill this with the spider, it's a little better. Then turn 5, I actually don't really have a play except for a Cult Master, which is pretty lame. Well, hoping he doesn't have any of the obvious cards like Seal, True Silver, or Hammer, because I feel like he would have played those by now. Blessing of Kings. Don't know why that took so long. It's damage, so Skulker doesn't kill it. I could dagger it, but then I don't have anything to play for 3 mana. So if I'm going to dagger it, I might as well use the Owl just to get a creature out here and take 4 less damage. Man, it's too passive. I gotta play the Bomb Lobber. I hate doing this because it's kind of a waste of 3 damage, but it puts out the biggest board presence while clearing out his board. And now he's got 5 cards to 6, so he's down a card. He's got the advantage in terms of initiative. Let's see, I can play the Skulker to damage this and throw the Lobber at it afterwards. I can also play Cult Master and Dagger to get a card. That doesn't leave me with as much board presence. Well, 4-2 versus a 4-3. 4-2 plus a Dagger versus a 4-3. Ah, that's annoying. So now I can Owl the Lobber to trade with the 3-3 or to Dagger and kill that, but it doesn't leave me with enough damage to then, doesn't leave me with enough damage or enough mana to then also play a Dagger. Like, I can Owl my guy and Cult Master, but then I can't play the Dagger to finish off the Spider Tank. I could just leave the Cult Master up against the Spider Tank. I could backstab Dagger this, and then, yeah. This guy doesn't let me make a Dagger. I could just play a 6-6 and backstab plus Lobber that. There's a lot of different options here. I could Betrayal this thing. Play the Skulker. The Skulker and Backstab don't work together. So I can play the Skulker, throw this away. Man, I don't know if this is the right play, but it's the play I'm going to make. I'm going to get a card here and put some pressure on him by basically inviting him to kill my Cult Master with the tank. In that case, the Cult Master gave me a card and took out the tank, and I still have this Owl for some extra board presence. Ah! That sucks. So I've just used my Owl, so now he kills the Cult Master, and I guess I have to do what? Skulker plus Owl to kill off Mr. Tinkers, but he still has 4 mana. Uh-oh. Okay. So he kills the Cult Master, and now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Jesus. Man, that's tough. Okay. So I can Betrayal and kill the tank and the 2-2. I can then play the Skulker and throw the Owl at this, but the problem is then this guy becomes a 5-1 and kills my Skulker. I could just go for pure card advantage. See, I could backstab Dagger. This. That's really stupid. Why would I do that? Yeah, this guy, this extra little duty drop here is really annoying. Alright, I'm going to just try to bank on winning with the Kraken. So the way we're going to do it is, see, if I play the Skulker, oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wow, I almost missed this. Yes, if I play the Skulker first, oh my god, I can't believe I almost missed that play. Yes, because this guy dies to the Skulker, then I can play Betrayal to kill those things and use the Owl to kill Mr. Tinker. So one of his cards is a spare part, and then he has 2 real cards. I am winning on cards. I just need 1 more turn. Kraken might just blow this game wide open if he doesn't have a really big minion. Okay, Mookless Champion, very good card, but its impact is minimized when all it's doing is buffing a recruit. Looks like he got a Coolant, yep. However, Backstab Dagger will kill this thing, and then I should be fine. So we play Dagger, always Backstab first. Got a couple of interesting options here. I could either play this or the 2 of these. I'm actually going to play the 2 of them. Puts more board out total. I'm not that concerned with saving the Battle Cry, but this is a pretty decent mix. It's, still 6 power, less health technically, but it's in 2 different packages. And everything survives Consecration. He has 2 real cards. I've got Kraken next turn. Unless he has, like, Kraken himself, which will kill my Kraken, I'm in really good shape. Well, actually, hang on. I could kill his Kraken. I could just Kraken his Kraken and then throw the Crusader at his Kraken. So yeah, even if he has a Kraken, I'm actually still in really good shape. Like, let's say he Krakens this. 2-2 doesn't really do anything against either of my creatures. Then I Kraken his Kraken and throw the Crusader at it. And then I should win, unless he has another Peacekeeper. Because I've already used my 1 silence effect, so this will be stuck at a 1/7. No, I do have a panda here. Panda, which combos with like everything in my deck. Just totally by chance got a deck full of Battlecry minions. Usually whenever I see a panda in my draft, I'm like, oh, let's see what combos with the panda. It's like, nothing. Why do I even check? And then this time it was a bajillion things. He's in really bad shape. I'd say that I'm clearly winning here because health is high for us both. My hero ability counters his. So like if I were a warrior, he might build up a bunch of recruits. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. All right, well, I think we're just going to crack it up here. And it's a little bit unfortunate this thing has 5 health. Can I take 6 damage? Yeah, I'm going to take 6 damage. That's fine. So I've got a 9/7 here, and another big endgame minion that I can play before my Crusher if I want to hold on to this. This is looking pretty good. Health still fine, with only 2 cards I'm not concerned, and yes. Alright, whomping on some Paladin Butte here in this run. Do I just really not have that many minions that are 2 or less? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess only 7 in the whole deck, so yeah, it's kind of hard to play multiples per game. But at least I opened up a quest slot. I missed another quest yesterday. Fallen behind in my gold acquisition for sure. Anyway, 6-1, it's a pretty good record. Hoping I don't lose twice. I think with such a blowout run so far, it would really suck to just end at 6. But I'm just happy I'm not bringing my average down anymore. We're up against Patchy. Yeah, those are both eyes. Alright, good to be second with a bad opening hand. Sucks that I'm going to have to waste the Brewmaster's Battlecry and just play him as a vanilla 3/2, but that's better than nothing. Ah, wow, there's all of my 2-drops. Goodness gracious. Do I hang on to this thing? A 3/2 is usually better than a 2/3 because it trades with more stuff. Well, similar to the logic of the last game, I think it makes perfect sense to coin a dagger here. You know, if I were a mage or a druid, it wouldn't be quite as appealing. But here, you know, I do keep a 1/1 weapon out, so it's like there's a little bit of extra value for my coin. Now with this and my dagger, I can kill anything up to 3 health. If he just shapeshifts my face, that would be ideal, and then I'd have a tough choice what to do next. Now he's got a creature. This guy's on curve. He had a 1-drop and a 2-drop. And it's kind of annoying, because if I leave this up, I risk Shredder coming out. So yeah, I will just kill it. The crappy thing about this is that now I don't really have anything to buff with my Cleric, so there's no point playing it next turn, and I definitely don't want to give a Druid extra mana. So turn 3 kind of sucks. I don't have enough to play one of these and a dagger. Alright, he plays just a 3/2, that's fine. So either one of these is a reasonable choice. With a backstab here? Alright, I'm going to value the taunt more than the potential to reuse one of my battle cries. We'll see if that is a smart move or not. But taunt can be really important, especially as a rogue where you lose health hitting things with your face. It's nice to be able to preserve some health in key situations. Alright, he wisely gives it 3 health because, of course, it protects against backstab. But all in all, that's not a particularly impressive turn 4 play, so I'm not too upset about it. I could dagger backstab it, and I think I'm going to. The alternative is to owl backstab, play the protector, but then the owl just dies to shapeshift. Then again, maybe I want to goad him into playing a shapeshift. But I think I'd rather have a dagger in hand than goad him into playing a shapeshift. So we're going to make a dagger, going to backstab this thing, and play my 2/3, which can become a spider tank if it lives to see the next turn. So it sucks there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 turns before I play the Kraken, so that's an eternity. This is kind of a dead card, and these cards are all kind of meh. I don't want to give a Druid an extra mana crystal. But it's like the best card I have, really. Fen Creeper, pretty solid. Ah, jeez, that's just really good, unfortunately. Alright, I hate doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Seems like a crappy use of an owl, but playing Golem and throwing this at the Fen Creeper seemed even crappier. So I'm just going down cards here. I didn't really have anything good to play early, and the kind of junk I had, he had junk himself. And he was the first to play a real minion this game. So he had a bunch of junk and I had a bunch of junk, but unlike me, he actually had a good 5-drop to follow up. If I had had like a Dark Iron Dwarf in my hand, that would have made a big difference that turn. Damn. So now he just has a 3/6 that I have to throw more stuff in front of that will just die. Yep. I hate this. I hate giving him an Iron Bark a turn earlier, but it's the only chance I really have to win this is to get some damage through. I don't even know how I'm going to kill him. He's at so much health. This Kraken has to pull a lot of weight. Well, some games you lose because you just don't draw any good cards, and the only way you can win is if your opponent doesn't have anything, so your little crap can run wild. But he had a Gnome, he had a 2-drop, he had a 3-drop, he just never missed a drop. Okay, can I get a good Betrayal here? I can get a decent Betrayal. Not the... Oh, that's getting better. Yeah, that's getting a lot better, so I can actually clear his board thanks to this top deck. Oh man, that was a pretty spectacular top deck. So we gotta kill that first. The Lobber kills that. Alright. There's actually a chance in hell of winning this. He has 5 cards to my 3, soon to be only 4, and he has the play against a pair of 3/3s, but this is 6 damage, which is a third of his health, just about, a little less. So if I can keep whacking him, and if I can top deck something to play before I can play the Kraken, I might make it. He has to have no removal, though, and he has to have no taunt. Well, so much for that plan. Ah, jeez, he doesn't even let me kill his creature here. Shit. That extra coin from the extra mana from the Arcane Golem matters. Let him play the bite. Okay, not a bad top deck. Gotta admit, my top decks have been working. So I don't see any reason to throw this creature away. So we'll just pass here. Now he needs to deal 2 damage, or this is gonna get out of control. Let's see if he's got it, or this recycle, or the mulch, or something. Ah, Cobra, and a Bearcat. Well, I can't protect my Raider. Because if I dagger to make him an 8/8, then of course the Cobra kills it. So I think what we have to do here is... Ah, jeez, this sucks. This Bearcat actually kills my Kraken. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. We have to kill the Cobra. And I got plenty of mana, so I'm going to just start ploinking his face here. Alright, so he's got a Bearcat to kill my Kraken with, and this thing is at vulnerable 2 health. I mean, I have a chance here if he can't deal 2 damage, if he has no removal or taunt or anything. I have a chance. So, let's see what he's got. He's going to get a spare part, so hopefully it's not a freeze, because that would be bad. Alright, so he has 3 real cards and a spare part. I have 2 cards. Oh, he got it. Swipe. Well, it's a suboptimal use of swipe, but it doesn't matter about optimalness here, because he's just winning right here. Okay, so he's a spare part and a 2/2. I got a 4/4. Alright, I'm hanging in there, because this plus shapeshift does not quite kill my Magi. Fascinating. I can pop the shield off of this. I mean, if I play the Magi and he shapeshift and then attacks, then I can play this guy to kill it. But really, it's the same exact thing. So yeah, I might as well just play them both. Not an optimal use of Skulker, but I need the board presence here. This is, Oh yeah, wait, the reason to have maybe wanted to save it is that now he can shapeshift and kill this. Right, oh shoot, I'm such an idiot. But then, this would have been at 1 health, and he would have just shapeshifted that. I don't know, it's all the same. What do I have? I got Crusher. I gotta get my Crusher, because I've already used a Kraken. And he just, you know, he just has a little bit more steam than me. Just that little bit of card advantage early on made all the difference. Let's see if he can deal with a 4/4. It's only a 5th of his health. So that 4/4 isn't going to kill him, unfortunately. I've already used my Raider, already used a Kraken. Yeah, my odds of winning this are getting pretty small here. I guess if he does shapeshift my Skulker, that's an extra 4 damage, but then this is still only a 1/4 of his health. Alright, so that saves him 4 damage, essentially. Because now he doesn't have to shapeshift into my minion. Oh, he's going to kill the Magi, I see. So he does still take the damage, he just kills the better minion. And then he plays it as a 3/2 to kill my 4/3. Well, it looks like me playing this might be the mistake that cost me the game. Because if I had held on to it, I might have, he might have been, He might have played Whirling Blades on it, on my creature, popped his shield and shapeshifted. And then if he had played the Cub as a 3/2, then Dark Iron Skulker would have been a blood. It would have killed 2 of his creatures and still stayed on the board as a 4/3. Now I don't have it, and he's got too much health. Shoot, is he actually going to kill the Scarlet Crusader with his last card? Is that really what's going to happen? God darn it, I really need that 3 damage. And it is armor plating. Alright, well, oh, that's right, he had a spare part. So he's winning here because this creature kills mine. And Backstab arrived at the wrong time. I needed that a turn earlier, where it could have killed his Cub and let me keep my 4/3. So I made a mistake in playing the Skulker a turn too early, then my top decks punished me. I'm not making any progress on his health. I could have, I guess, backstabbed this, but no, that would have been just stupid. Oh my god, are you kidding me? So now I have to backstab this champion. Do I have anything that I can use to win the game? Crusher. Crusher could win it for me on the spot if I top deck it. 1 in 14 chance. I think that's it, though. Tall Strider. Not quite. Oh, this is so ugly. I just need to... I hate to buff this guy's attack, because I'm actually almost dead right here. But I had to do it. And the problem is, now this thing can actually kill my Tall Strider. It's too late. I lose. Unless I top deck my Crusher next turn. Let's say this is a dead draw of some sort. Like a wild growth, I guess, cycles. Let's say it's a Wrath. No, the Wrath could kill my Crusher. Let's say it's an Angry Chicken, and if I top deck Crusher, then I could win. Ah, nope. He's got enough damage to kill me now. Cut Purse. God damn it. You know what? I mean, oh, right. I don't actually die to that. Yeah, I played the Skulker a turn early. Should have held it in my hand. I would have won the game. Now, it's possible that he would have played the Cub as a 2/3 if I hadn't had the Skulker out, just to play around Backstab. It's possible. But if either I had top deck Backstab a turn earlier, or if I had held onto the Skulker, I could have won that game. Ah, that's frustrating. Well, that's what you get for not getting, enough practice with the cards. Had I played more with Skulker, I might have had a better intuition about when to use it and when not to. Shoot! So that was a really tight game. Either him having slightly worse cards in the beginning, because he had a pretty perfect draw. He had everything on curve and a good 5-drop, whereas I had stuff kind of on curve, kind of not, and no good 5-drop. Or 4-drop, for that matter. And then the top decks at the end, and then the one decision with the Skulker kind of made me lose. But it sucks to lose a game that's so close, and then now if I get unlucky here, I just lose and poop out. Alright, we're up against Sir Jackalot. It's exactly the kind of person I tend to lose to. I'm not going to keep the Owl because it's just not a good 2-drop. And I am rewarded for my efforts with a Panda, which is a much better turn 2 play than the Owl. So hopefully I can clear out whatever is on the board in time for Scarlet Crusader. God, I really wish I would stop top decking this thing so early. Was this a misdraft? I don't know. It let me win a game a turn early once. Gave me lethal. I think it's fine. It's just kind of bad luck that I keep top decking it early on. Ah, Lord. So, pretty good coin play here. He can now play a 3-drop, which is pretty unfortunate. And if he can kill this with a Claw or a Wrath, this thing sticks around, and then he can play a 4-drop. And indeed he has the Claw. Shit on a stick. So now he gets to play an early 4-drop. I can't play a Golem into this because it's basically making his bonus mana crystal permanent. So there's really no point playing the Golem. It doesn't actually save me from the trouble of him having an early 4-drop. I just have to play a Crusader and hope he doesn't have a move on curve. So, does he have a 4-drop? If so, he might just win the game. Although, this will kill the Darnassus, and then I can play this to trade with his 4-drop. I mean, it's possible that I could still pull this out somehow. Crusher is just insulting me in my hand. Now he's in my hand when I don't want him, whereas he would have won me the game. Had I top-decked him, like, on my second to last turn of the last game. Are you friggin' kidding me? Oh my god. Well, I didn't keep my Owl. And now that's bad, because it's just bad. Alright, if he hits my face here, there's a chance that I have, like a chance in hell, because if he hits my face, I can Skulk and then throw the Tall Strider at it. Otherwise, if he kills the Tall Strider, I have to use Dagger, take 6 face damage, and then all I got left is this Golem, which I will totally play if that's what I have to do. Fuck! Oh, God, I got unlucky and made one very subtle misplay and lost the last game, and then this game I'm just losing to bad luck, because it's, frickin' Blood Knight. Okay, So I get a little bit of a break. I don't have to lose all that health. Or is it still worth it maybe to do this and then play the... No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that he has this Shredder. But I think it's the best play I had available. So he can trade the Shredder in. I just gotta hope that it has 2 power or less so I can kill it with the Kodo and get back on track. But I'm really fighting for my life here. This is a game where I'm behind. He's got the lead on the board and card advantage and the play. Okay, so the Kodo can kill this. Let's see what he's got for turn 5. Ah, the best 5-drop in the game. Alright, I think the Kodo is just too slow here. I need to just play this. So this kills both of his creatures. Kodo kills this one, but not this one. So I just have to hope that this will trade into both of his creatures, and then I can Kodo later. That's pretty much the only way I can win this at this point. Oh, come on! Jesus! Oh no, don't play anything now. Living Roots. Okay, so he gets to keep his 2/2. This is actually pretty good, because he basically threw that Living Roots away for nothing, since this 2/2 was dead anyway to my Kodo. Little did he know that, obviously. It wasn't a mistake, it was just something that worked out well for me. And this isn't the super best situation, because now he can still shapeshift and kill my Kodo and leave this thing with 3 health. I don't really have any good answer to that, unfortunately, except for Golem, which I can play now because it doesn't really matter to go from 8 to 9, hopefully. And at least he can't play a 6 or a 7 drop if he's using the shapeshift. But of course he plays the best 4 drop in the game, so why do I even bother sometimes? He chooses to get a card. I think here that's a reasonable choice. Can't hold that against him. Oh man, oh man. Alright, well, let's play this. Let's do that. This sucks a big heaping load of donkey dongs. Because now I can kill the Shredder and after silencing it, but then he still can shapeshift to finish off the Tiger, or just swipe something and finish off the Tiger. Oh my god, how many Shredders does a man need? Oh my... Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Wow. Oh, fuck my life. Alright, well, let's take it one step at a time here. So we had to kill that Shredder. And then I can heal up this. And I gotta play the Cult Master just to force him to kill the Cult Master with one of these cards. If he has a swipe or removal for the Cult Master straight, then I'm just totally screwed, but I had to just put the body out there as a trading mechanism for his creatures. And of course my health is really, really low. He can get me down to 7 health. Luckily he has no beasts. Oh no! Oh god! The disasters never stop. Oh fuck. Well, I'm hanging in there. It's not over yet. He correctly makes the safe play and kills my 4. That actually stops my Dark Iron Dwarf from killing his thing. Hey, North Sea Kraken, pretty good card. Alright, so we can at least kill this. And then I can kill this. I have a 9/7 versus a 4/4. I'm hanging in there, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging in there. But he only needs 3 more damage to kill the Kraken with this thing to help. So, if he just puts a 3 power minion out here. Oh my god, that's unbelievable. 2 cards and one of them is recycled. So now he's just going to beat me down because this is 7 damage that he has. Unless I get a, shoot. Unless I get my Kraken. I got to get my Kraken back. 1 in 18 odds, baby. Come on, let's do this. I'm pretty much dead next turn. Cut purse. That is not the hero that Gotham needed right here. I can't believe he had 2 cards and one of them was recycled. I literally can't believe it. Like, I think it didn't happen. So now he can get me down to 1 health, and then I'm dead to just a shapeshift. Plus, I have to clear his whole board. Plus, he has a card that he can add on to the table, which even if it doesn't kill me now, threatens to kill me next turn if it's any kind of a minion. Oh, he's got the kill. Oh my god. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pissed. The mistake I made in the last game was really subtle. It was hard to play that right. And I was on my back feet both games due to nothing more than bad luck. So this time, I'm going to whine about bad luck. I did have a lot of good luck to get up to 6-1 with a deck that admittedly doesn't have as much removal as a rogue deck could or should. So that was fortunate, but I feel like those 2 druids were just gave me some odds stacked against me. Well, I got 140 gold and a grand tournament pack, which is pretty much the best possible outcome for 6 wins. So monetarily, it's okay. Do I get a legendary or epic to console myself with? I don't. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Is that a new rare for me? I don't think it was. Oh, I hate how you have to now search for new. I don't even... See, I don't know if that was new or not, because it's the bug that always makes things appear to be new. I have a golden Senjin. He has actually a pretty good golden reward. All the other golden rewards suck. I guess Rogue's the one that's got the good ones. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Again, guys, I'll see you soon. Take care.